Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Lisa and I'm also known as Job Coach Germany. I just wanted to give you a warm welcome from my side to my weekly career coaching drop-in session. So what is this career coaching drop-in session about? Well, basically, I give you my insights as a HR staff expert because I've worked within HR for many years to help you find your dream job here in Germany. So I use this opportunity to go live every week for you guys to ask questions. And basically, what you can do is that you can come along here on this session and type your questions for whatever topic it is that you're interested in with regards to applying for a job, especially here in Germany. So a little bit about my background. I have work experience in Germany in the automotive industry, but also in the IT industry. And then I also worked for several years in England in the automotive industry. And I was always working in HR, so human resources, and I was responsible for recruiting the right talent for the particular company, for the particular team that I was working in, and also developing these teams. So finding out what the skills are that we need for the future and how I can possibly arrange training and seminars and workshops for my team and for all of the people that I as an HR person was responsible for, to really help them and develop the skills that makes their jobs easier. And so then after this entire time working in corporate, I decided to be self-employed and set up my own coaching business to really support people from abroad landing their dream job here in Germany. And that basically means that I'm sharing all of the knowledge that I have gained through the last 11 years by screening application documents and also interviewing applicants or candidates for the right position within the companies. And I'm sharing this because I have a lot of knowledge from the German perspective, especially with regards to the German labor market, and also from my own experience going abroad, living abroad as an expat and really landing a job there, and how difficult it actually is landing a job abroad, and the system of how people are being recruited can be so strange and different from the way that I was used to here in Germany. So all of that knowledge is something that I now share with you all. And I warmly welcome everybody to come along every Wednesday. And also something special that I'm offering at the end of this month, and I will advertise that a little bit more in my newsletter. So my newsletter comes or is delivered every Friday morning, German time. And so if you're interested in that, you can just click the link in my bio to sign up for my newsletter, which entails many different aspects about the German labor market, but also around the topic of how you can actually solve all the problems and all of the hurdles that you have along your job hunting journey. And at the end of the month, so at the end of June on 29th, it's a Tuesday in the afternoon, I give a free masterclass on how to really get invited to a job interview and what it really takes for you to focus on with regards to your job application documents so that you are invited to a job interview. And I just wanted to apologize to everybody, but I have construction work going on in the background, and I hope that you cannot really hear that much. But it's all about the contents and not so much about the noise. And if it's getting too loud, then I will try to talk even louder. Okay, so let's dive right into this week's topic, and this week's topic is all about networking. So when I'm working with my clients and all of the people that are interested in coming to Germany, one of the first questions that I ask is, where do you look for jobs? So what kind of platforms are you using to look for jobs? But also, what kind of networks are you using, and what kind of maybe events are you using in order to really find that dream job of yours, especially here in Germany? So many of you guys always tell me about LinkedIn and that you have a profile on LinkedIn already. And some of you also share with me that they already have a Xing, or so-called crossing profile. And for everybody that has not heard about that yet, but Xing or crossing is kind of like the German platform that works like LinkedIn. So it's arranged for what we call DACH area. So it's basically Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And it basically works just like Facebook, but on a professional level. And so it's basically spreading or extending your network to potential employers or colleagues of yours. And LinkedIn is more international, whereas Xing is very specific for the German labor or German speaking labor market. Yeah, so some of my clients tend to have profiles on both platforms, and for you it's, yeah, I would always recommend for you to find the network that you feel most comfortable with. And it's always good to focus on one network as well, because then you can put all of your effort and energy and time into that particular profile. And here, personal branding is really, really important for you to consider. So really be consistent with the information that you give out. Yeah, be consistent with the information that you have on your CV, on your resume, and put the same data into your profile. And here, one great hint is that some of you have maybe followed me for quite some time, but I always tell you that CVs in German should not extend 2 pages. Yeah, so whenever you are applying with a German employer, try not to extend 2 pages. The only people that can extend these 2 pages and then have maybe 3 are people that are working in research and for universities, for example, because those people normally have a lot of publications and they're working on books and professional articles and research articles and so on. And these articles then can go on page 3. However, for everybody that is working normally in corporate and is not so much into research, should stick with 2 pages, or even better, just 1 page, okay? Because it shows companies that you can be really concise and focused on the highlights of your career. Yeah, so when I had one of my first work experiences, I went to a hospital because I wanted to become a doctor back in the day, and I was 16 at that point. So this internship is not really relevant to anyone, and that's why, because I'm not working as a doctor and I don't intend to working as a doctor at any point in my life. Who knows whether that will change in 10 years or not, but I don't think so. So this internship that I did back then is not relevant for my CV, so I don't put it on the CV, okay? So, and whenever you are focusing on and writing your CV, think about all of the data that you can use and implement that on your LinkedIn profile as well, for example, because here you can be a little bit more extensive. You can write more details about all of the different experience, projects, and skills that you have shown during that particular position that you've held. Yeah, so keep that in mind. And also you can have a hint on your CV for your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, just use the little LinkedIn icon and your contact details for your LinkedIn profile. And then if the employer is interested in finding out more about you, they will go on to your LinkedIn profile and they can even find more information about you. Yeah, so keep that in mind when networking. Yeah, so that you can be a little bit more extensive on your LinkedIn profile. And I will go more into detail in a little bit, because the LinkedIn profile, or also your crossing profile, sync profile, can be really helpful with regards to networking. In a very specific way. So why is networking actually so hard when it comes to networking for a career, networking for a new job? Well, most of the times it seems a little bit intimidating to us. Yeah, so sometimes it can be a little bit scary, because we need to get out of our shell, and we need to, yeah, just really get out of our comfort zone and really talk to and contact people that we don't know, that we haven't had any contact with yet. And that is something that is really, really helpful. But now we can go through this step by step. And that basically means that you can start to build a network, or use your informal network already. And that basically gives you a little bit of exercise, and it will help you get more confident when it comes to networking. So first of all, I would recommend for you to use your informal networking, the network that you have informally. So that basically means develop your contacts, and that means friends, family, neighbors, or again, also college alumni, or people from associations and clubs that you are part of. Yeah. And what do I mean by that? Well, it basically means that you're talking to the people and telling them about your story, telling them that you're looking for a new opportunity. And maybe they have a right idea. Maybe they have followed someone already online and they can give you the right hint. Yeah. So, and here, keep in mind, plan on attending as many networking events as possible. Yeah, as many networking events that you have time for. And even with the situation going on now, you can even participate in events or networking events online, virtually. And also, I mean, many of my clients are already abroad once they contact me, and then we find a way of like the right schedule when they want to come to Germany, and then what kind of steps they need to take in order to have everything settled before they come here. Some of my clients are already in Germany. However, it doesn't really matter to me, yeah, because I'm working online with my clients. I'm working with them virtually. And that is something that should not make you hesitant to reach out to anyone just because you are still abroad, just because you are still in your home country. That doesn't really keep you from already networking with people who are in Germany, because this wonderful opportunity through the internet is there and you can use it. It's up to you what you make of it, right? So for example, if you go on holiday and you're talking to the people that are sitting at the same table like you, or you're at the bar, or you're at a party or something like that, it's a really informal setting. And why not talk about your situation? Don't be afraid to tell people that you're looking for the next career step, that you're looking for the next opportunity in your career. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable because you don't have a job right now, you don't have to be that open. You don't have to tell everybody that you are looking for, that you don't have a job right now. But you can always stress the fact that you are looking for a next or a new opportunity in your career. And you can use any kind of encounter to really talk about your aspirations for your career, right? So, and here it doesn't really matter whether it's friends, family, whether you're at a holiday gathering, and so on. So let's use this exercise to contact people from your very close network already and talk to them. Maybe they have ideas that they want to share with you to make this journey to your next opportunity for your ideal job, for your dream job, easier. And then from having had this exercises and now being a little bit more confident because it's already working in your personal network, you can go on with a more formal job search networking. And that basically means that you try to go on business socials and that you try to go to clubs that you are involved with, maybe through your university alumni network, or maybe through your former company, or with the company that you're in right now. Use all of these opportunities. Talk to suppliers, talk to vendors, talk to people that you are involved with, because obviously you are working with these people. These people know how you're working, and maybe they know some sort of opportunity for you to find a new job, for you to find a job that you feel comfortable with, that you think is the next opportunity for you. And whenever you go to any of these business socials or any sort of fairs, career fairs, and so on, or just a fair from your current job, yeah. So if you, for example, a sales person, then it's really, really typical for you to go on fairs and share the current products of the company that you're working with. Here, however, after these fairs, all of these vendors, all of these salespeople normally have kind of like an after work party, and this is when you can spread your business cards as well, yeah, just to find out. Maybe you don't look for a job right now, however, you never know how this contact and these after work parties can actually help you in the future with any sort of aspiration that you have for your career, whether that is still with your current company, however, with a different position, or within a different company. So whenever you attend any of these events, just keep your business cards at hand, yeah? So collect business cards, but also give out your business cards. And nowadays, you don't even have to be really paper-oriented, and you have to have your business card at hand in a physical way. However, you can also use modern ways of having a business card, which basically means you have a QR code that leads them to your LinkedIn profile. And this is very modern, this is really up to date, and nobody ever loses any business cards anymore, because they just have to use their smartphone, click on screening the QR code that you have prepared, and then they get to your LinkedIn profile. This is how it works, right? And also, what you can do is that you volunteer to work. You can do volunteering in your private life and even extend your network there, but you can also volunteer to work with different companies to find out how they are working, because that's how you extend your network, right? And also, what you could do for a careers fair or for a business social, for example, if you're a little bit hesitant to talk to people or to do new people, you can volunteer to work at the registration, because that's what gets you out of your shell and getting to talk to people as well. Or maybe you can volunteer as a guide for that particular fair, and then walk the people around the fairground, and that can also help you get out of your shell, get out of your comfort zone, talk to new people, and you never know how this contact might help you land your new opportunity with a new job. And if you are a little bit shy as well, you could think about going to these business socials with a friend, because this friend can then support you and you can support one another, okay? Going to these business socials, not alone, not on your own. Whichever method that you're using, just keep in mind that you can never know which kind of contact will bring you surprising results, right? So let me give you a couple of job search networking tips. Well, obviously, always keep your CV up to date. Yeah, especially when you are right in the middle of your job searching process. So when you have come up with the idea, okay, I really want to have a new job, that's when you need to be really active and stay up to date with your CV. Online, on LinkedIn, on Xing, and wherever you want to spread your CV, but also in the printed version. So on your, wherever you're working on your CV, keep that updated, because you never know what kind of opportunity comes up, and then somebody says, well, please send me an email with your CV, and then you have it already then you have it ready, okay? Or when you go to a careers fair, have a little folder at hand as well where you have your CV printed out as well, because that's when you can give it to them. Or again, what you can do, just use your QR code and share it with that particular person that you've talked to, and then they can see your CV on your profile, yeah, on your LinkedIn profile, for example. Something else, you want to take notes. So for that, always keep a little journal at hand, and a pen or any sort of piece of paper, so that you can take some notes about the people that you've talked about. Just imagine going to a business social and talking to 10 different people, or going to a careers fair and talking to even more people, talking to even more companies. Maybe you have talked to 20 different people. Every time that you've spoken to someone, take some time to take some notes, or at least after the event, write down everything that you can remember, because a couple of days later, you will have forgotten many of the different details that these people talked to you about. Yeah, just take 1 or 2 bullet points, just 1 or 2 points that you remember about that person, so that you can contact them afterwards via email, for example, or through LinkedIn as well, and talk to them. Well, I met you at this careers fair, and we talked about this, and that was really intriguing. And that's why I contacted you and just wanted to thank you for this wonderful conversation that we had. I thought it was really interesting. And that's the first step into the door, because you have made contact with them and they can realize or remember, oh yeah, that's what I was talking to this person about. Okay, so take notes. And when you're networking online, when you're networking virtually, for example, then it's really important for you to also keep track of all of the different steps that you're taking online. Yeah. So take track of the people that you have emailed, and take track of whether they have answered you or not. Keep track of the people that you have contacted through LinkedIn, through Crossing, through Xing, and what you're doing about the follow-up. Okay, so this is something that is really important for you to do, keeping track. And then now, what is actually the purpose of all this career networking? Well, it involves personal and professional, academic and familial contacts that will assist you with your job search. And it already shows a lot of your effort. Yeah. So a person that has talked to you at a business social, for example, will have a really good feeling if you can send them an email afterwards telling them what you've talked about. Yeah, because it actually shows a lot of appreciation from your side about really that person taking the time talking to you, and that you thought that the contents of this conversation were really interesting to you. Well, why spend time on networking actually? Well, actually 80% of professionals consider that professional networking is really important in your career success. Yeah, and whether you're looking for a job or not. But networking in a professional sense is really important for your career overall. Then 35% of people, of the professionals that have been surveyed with regards to career networking, this is a LinkedIn report that I'm talking about. Well, these professionals say that a casual conversation on LinkedIn messaging has actually helped them lead to a new opportunity. 35% have found a new opportunity through LinkedIn messaging. And 61% of these professionals agree that regular online interaction will help you with your career and with possible new job opportunities. Okay, so who would you need to network with? Because obviously LinkedIn and Xing are really platforms that are for your professional network. Okay, so think about people that you want to contact with, that you would like to network with, and this can be past or present co-workers, colleagues, managers, supervisors, or employees that you've had. Then think about past or present clients or customers that you've had, past or present vendors, or just people that you've worked with basically that suppliers that you've worked with, business associates that you've worked with or are currently working with, alumni from your undergraduate program that you've studied from your university or your graduate alma mater, right? Then acquaintances you know from your personal life, acquaintances that you know through your partner, through your family, through your friends, and people that you might know from church, from the gym, from the yoga studio, from your community, from any sort of club that you are involved with, or also past or present teachers and professors that you've had and that are working in your field. Yeah, so that's something that I also always do. I try to contact and reach out to people that I have that have inspired me to go in that particular direction of people development, HR, recruiting, and so on. So I try to keep updated with new work and future of work and all of these things that research is currently doing with regards to the future of work. Yeah, so I try to connect with these people that are in my area of interest. And anyone that you actually meet when you're talking about jobs, and that could be on the plane, that could be in the elevator, that could be anywhere on the train or in the tram, wherever. Okay, so wherever you are and whoever you meet, think about it in that way. How may they be able to help you with regards to finding your next job opportunity? And it's really important, especially when you're on your job search. However, overall as well, because you never know when you get into this position or the situation that you are looking for a job, it's really important that you keep in touch with your network, keep in touch with the people on your LinkedIn profile network, for example. Okay, so really be involved with them. And for that, it's always important, obviously, to extend your network. However, also focus on these people. If maybe you get a notification about someone in your network having received the next opportunity in their job, in their career, maybe they have a new position or so on, and then you can congratulate them, you can comment on the things that they are posting. Okay, so give something back, help your network, and then they will help you back. Okay, so not just these networking events are great, but you can start with, for example, sending like just a few nice lines will never hurt. And that basically means that you use business forums or blogs and just write a little note. And a little note can be something like, thank you for this well-researched article and greetings. This is enough. Yeah, this is enough already to reach out to people. Then the next level would be to contact complete strangers at a fair, at a conference, for example. Yeah, find something that you both are interested in and talk about that. And then you can use this content of the conversation to contact them again afterwards via email, for example. And here I would always like to stress the fact, be really intuitive and be personal, be authentic. Yeah, and stick to your personality and really talk about what is interesting to you. And then find a match with another person. Yeah, maybe they are interested in that as well. You don't have to force it. It's just more for you to get out of your shell, get out of your comfort zone, and make the first step. And then it always, you will find out which people are interesting to you, that may have the right network that you could extend to as well. And if there is a conversation and you're just simply not interested in, that is fine as well. Then just go on and go on to the next business social and find new people that you can talk to. Okay, and a really great key here is the follow-up. Yeah, always follow up with people. Okay, well, that was actually everything that I wanted to talk to you about today, the networking. And if you are interested in learning more about that, then feel free to contact me and book a discovery call to work with me. Thank you and bye-bye. Have a lovely week.